So I've decided to try and get like 2 blogs done a week, and kind of combine everything that happens within that week to my videos, because it's easy to actually take like sort of snapshot videos as the week progresses of things that relate to what it is that I'm trying to achieve at the moment, but also like the whole journey that I'm going through, and it's easy to do that rather than trying to literally do the whole video in one go. And these snapshots are to kind of put you in my shoes, or kind of see a little bit more from my perspective what it is that I do on a day-to-day, and also how it is that I depend on the people that help me. And today that's really what I wanted to talk about. It's like basically who I depend on to do everything, and that's from like the washing that I do and the drying. Becomes like pretty easy to see that from the washing and stuff like that, and even like drying my body and things like that. These are all things that I rely on like either my mum or my sister to do for me. I'm still unable to do any of those things myself, and you kind of learn actually to appreciate how much independence you have, or I did, that I can't remember in my former life, and how much, you know, independence people who are watching have. You guys don't probably think when I'm showering or when I'm drying my body how much that means, but actually you understand that when you have that one person, or, you know, in my case like my sister or my mum, doing all of that stuff for me. And that's, you know, the same as well as getting in and out of the house, whether it's like a 3-chair transfer, or I've been really lucky. This week my sister's been on her break, so she's been helping my mum with like lifting the wheelchair and getting in and out the house. But otherwise those are things that, you know, I wouldn't be able to do on my own at all. So whether we do a 3-chair transfer or we lift the wheelchair, again, that's something I depend completely on somebody else for.
So we're just going to take this very slowly, okay? We need to... we can get this...
So it becomes pretty obvious like how dependent I am on them, and actually, and how incredible they've been since this whole thing started. Because even when we're out the house, there's the whole sort of transport issue that we have to do, and the boot that I always wear that I think I showed in physio classes, that my mum like puts on all the time and things for me. It's like from the boot to, I don't know, pumping up my wheelchair tyres, which is actually something that we have to do, which I didn't even know was a thing that they're kind of like blasting to figure out right now, which is like truly incredible.
Probably have a different valve from this side.
It's a different valve to mine.
When you get into the thing. Well done, darling.
And, you know, she's been incredible, so is my sister. It's like nothing is ever too much, and I think you realise that when there are so many simple things in life that you would do for yourself. So like you'd sit up and stand up and maybe walk across the room. Like in order to do that I have to ask someone to transfer and to get into my wheelchair, and putting my boot on, and all the kind of little things that they think of for me. It's kind of incredible to see. And I think the dependence is part of the journey that makes you stronger in this path, and that I think is something I've learnt, is that dependence on both of them, my sister and my mum, has kind of been my new independence, really. I think that's why it's like so important to me that when people say like, Courtney, you've been so brave through all of this, it's also my support system that have been incredibly brave for me. They have to be strong in order for me to be strong. And that's, you know, something I will cherish for the rest of this journey, and looking back on the things that I can remember despite my bad memory, it's one of the most important things.